This is the Brewer and the Baker, a baseball card podcast, where two collectors share their journey through the hobby.
Get up!
Here are your hosts, Mitch and Dan.
Yeah!
Well, hi, Dan.
Hi, Mitch.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome to the kitchen studio for
Yeah.
the Brewer and the Baker.
Yes. Live from the kitchen.
Well, it's live for us, not for you.
Crap. Okay.
Are you the
Am I the host?
are you
the host?
Are you the brewer?
Oh, shoot. Yes. I am the brewer.
Hi, I'm the baker.
Yeah. And yes, this is the Brewer and the Baker, a baseball card podcast.
We got that. We nailed that. Absolutely nailed it.
Yes. Done. Nailed.
Welcome to episode 2. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. I have an idea. But it's all about, well, the main part of the show is going to be about the new release, the new release of 2025 Topps Series 2. That's going to be the meat of the show.
Some hard-hitting no. It's nothing hard-hitting. It's sports. It's collecting. It's do it as you do what feels right to you.
Right.
It doesn't have to be hard-hitting.
We'll tell you what we like, what we don't like, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But first, we have updates about what's going on with our personal collections, right?
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to jump in with my quick mail day. I picked up a Bowman First Chrome of Alex Gordon, and it arrived on the day that he got inducted to the Royals Hall of Fame.
I am incredibly jealous because I actually don't have one of those.
Oh, well. Happy birthday. No.
No.
Okay.
I can find one of those. They ain't going to be too hard. But I don't have one. I'm jealous.
It looks generally pretty darn good. I mean, it's maybe I've got to get it out of the top loader to obviously get a better, deeper look at it. But left, right, top, bottom looks pretty good, pretty centered. Dark all the way around.
Yeah, that black border is going to be tough.
Yeah.
On both sides. Oh my
it's
gosh.
Both, yeah. So generally speaking, it does look good though.
Mm-hmm. I love black border cards. Tough
yeah.
for grades.
Yeah. I'm slowly building the Alex Gordon PC side of stuff.
This is 06?
Yes, 06 Bowman Chrome.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm pretty happy with it. I've been watching some other stuff of his. I've got the 07 Allen Ginter with the rookie badge, which whether or not it's yeah.
We'll get into that at some point.
Yeah.
That is a topic for a future show. That's for sure.
Yep, absolutely. And I think you've got some updates for us.
I do. I'm going to very quickly go through this. So, but first, we are catching this in the middle of a project that I'm doing. I decided that I really liked last year. I really liked the To the Moon insert from Topps Big League of all things. It's shiny and it's a die cut. I love that.
Die cuts.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so I put the set together. It wasn't hard to do. And then I thought to myself, you know what I've never done? I've never completed an entire set with PSA 10s. So I'm going to spend an inordinate amount of money trying to get every single one of these cards as a PSA 10.
The most expensive cheap insert.
This is
collection.
not. This is definitely not to recoup money in the future. Definitely not. So I'm in the middle of the project. What I'm doing is I have the complete set. I'm just going to hand the cards off to the guy at my LCS, the card shop, about 4 cards a month. And I'm about 4 months into it now. I've already had one return come in. I got about half of them as 10s. The other ones that don't come in as 10s, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to buy them off of ComC raw, have the ComC send them in to PSA, and then whatever comes back, hopefully they'll all be 10s and I can continue on. But I'll just keep doing that until I get a 10.
Right.
So I finally have 4 more that came in. I haven't looked at the grades. I did look at the names. So we have Soto, Tanaka, Witt is one of them, and I don't remember the third one. So those are the 4. I'm going to quickly go through them. Here we go. First one is Juan Soto, and it is a 10. Wow. I love that sounder. It's so good. All right. Second one, Masahiro Tanaka is a 9. Such a bummer. It's all right.
It's okay.
At least it's not one of the higher, but better names, right? So the card itself will be cheap.
Yeah, should be.
All right. Third one is Francisco Alvarez, not Lindor, Alvarez. And it came back a 10. Wow. Still love that sounder. It's so good. And finally, the Bobby Witt is a 9. Oh, such a bummer. All right, so what I'll do is I'll send these 9s off to ComC to sell, and then I'll go out and purchase 2 more and have them send 2 more in for me. The Bobby Witt, that sucks. Oh well.
Right. I guess my biggest question would be is where are the, I don't want to say flaws on those. I mean, with die cut, there's obviously more corners than 4.
Or edges anyway.
Or edges, yeah. But then with that, is that what's leading to that, or is it?
Yeah, who knows? It's PSA. They're never going to tell you.
Not unless you pay about $6,000 to get. I'm kidding. It's about 150 or whatever it is, but
not worth it for a card that I'm not going to purchase for any more than $5.
It's more a fun project,
right?
To have, yeah.
So yeah, I'll post pictures of those and put them on our Instagram. Oh, by the way, our Instagram, forgot to tell you.
Yes.
We do have an Instagram. It's Brewer Baker Podcast on Instagram. And if you want to email us, by the way, it's brewerbakerpodcast@gmail.com.
Got a few posts up there now on Instagram. Had some pre-show dinner for this one, so should be posted. But
oh yeah, that's up there. So take a look at that. It's oysters. I've never had oysters. It was actually not terrible.
It's an experience.
It is an experience. One more thing before we get to the actual meat of the program.
Yeah.
We need to publicly thank some people.
Absolutely.
First, I would like to thank Kyle from Wax Museum Podcast. I don't remember what day it was, Friday, Saturday, something like that, posted on Instagram a reel, said, hey, a friend of mine started a new podcast, and I think you should go listen to it. And if you look at our metrics that day, it took a spike. So thank you very much, Kyle. That was very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. It was just a couple seconds, and I realized that, but it was very kind and it was very helpful. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
If you don't know about Wax Museum Podcast, it is a basketball-centric card podcast. I don't follow basketball. I still listen. He is entertaining, and he has some really interesting stories and things. One of his most recent episodes, he talked to the guy who invented the whole refractor and chromium printing process back from like the early 90s. Excuse me.
Yeah,
that was
it Upper Deck originally, and then Topps kind of.
So here's how this works. Very very quickly. The guy, with some help with the print shop that he was working for, invented the process, went to Upper Deck, and in fact printed a very, very short run of something he called Silver Sluggers, which is an amazing set.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Upper Deck looked at him, made a few of them, and they decided, I think the future is holograms, holographic cards. So they said no. So he went to Topps. Topps said yes. And the very first major produced set is the 93 Finest. So that's where the first kind of
chromium
majorly produced set is. So yeah, that's the very nitty gritty, and there was a lot more to that story that that guy told. So go back, listen to it. It's an amazing interview that he did.
Nice.
All right. Also, we need to thank Chad specifically from the Pack to the Future podcast on a show that they released. When I say today, I mean the day that we are recording, which is Saturday, the 14th of June.
Thanks for dating this guy. I'm kidding. We're going to do it probably a couple different times.
Yeah. So he gave us a shout out on the podcast. I have a clip of it. I'm going to play it. Here we go.
Dan started up his own podcast, The Brewer and the Baker.
Yeah.
It's a baseball card podcast.
Yeah.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. You've had a busy week.
Yeah.
Have you listened to it yet?
I tried, but I couldn't get around the paywall.
So he did a really good job.
Did he?
It's a very good baseball card podcast.
Okay.
I mean, it held my attention when I was just going for like a walk out on the beach, which we'll talk about here for a minute. I'm not a baseball card guy, but I liked it. So go check it out. The Brewer and the Baker podcast. I think they're going to try and do it twice a month.
That is a huge endorsement.
Dan, well done, man. It was good stuff.
I will now go listen this weekend.
Yeah, it's good. You'll enjoy it.
Okay.
He talks about College World Series a little bit and the food that they have out there.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's good stuff. They bought some garbage baseball product. They're all garbage, but he bought it and they opened it up. They sounded like they were having fun. I don't know if they knew it was baseball or not. But aside from that, it was really good. No, all kidding aside, the Brewer and the Baker podcast. It's pretty
Check 'em
cool. It's
out.
got a little picture of a dog up on there.
And just in case it wasn't clear enough, they are not really behind a paywall. I'm giving Dan crap.
As you should.
Yes. We live for that.
Yeah, they gotta afford that College World Series.
So, yes, thank you, Chad. Appreciate that endorsement. Don't let Chad fool you. He is a Dodgers fan.
Oh.
The Back to the Future
all have
podcast,
flaws.
mostly basketball and football, but they do talk a little bit of baseball on occasion if they find the subject worthy of note.
Yeah,
Ricky is the other guy. He is a Detroit fan. So Detroit Lions, Detroit Tigers. That's
Detroit in
yeah.
general. Okay.
I'm not going to thank Ricky because he hadn't listened yet.
Damn it, Ricky.
We are on a first name basis, the three of us, because I am a regular contributor on that show. It's, in fact, the only reason that we're on a first name basis because we don't know each other's last names. But I'm a regular contributor on the show. I'm on the super secret chat that they have, and
Nice.
I'm constantly on their, their chat during the live YouTube broadcast, and yeah. So, that is why he endorsed us. Other than us. No, that's why he endorsed us. But anyway, I do appreciate
the work, Dan.
Right. I do appreciate the call out, the endorsement, guys.
Am I
was
the Ricky?
very nice. No, you're not
So
the
I'm
Ricky.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Definitely
Guys,
not the Ricky.
yeah.
Believe me, you are not the Ricky.
Okay.
I needed to get that out of the way before we got into the actual meat of the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys. Thanks for the shout outs. Thanks for the listens. Thanks for drawing attention to us. Just starting out, it is definitely something that can be daunting, and to have folks that are established means a lot.
Perfectly said. Okay, so I guess we're getting into the
Meat and potatoes of it?
the meat and potatoes of the show. Top Series 2.
Yeah, so released June 11th, 2025. Released all the way across to hobby, retail, online, exclusive. Well, I guess there's a couple fanatics.
That'd be an
Retail
online
stores.
exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they've got a couple
Yeah.
actual stores,
But whatever.
yeah. So I mean, there's tons and tons of different ways to find this product. It's not just a hobby only sort of product.
So what have you bought so far? I'm curious.
Oh, okay. So this is on our super secret original pilot episode that may or may not ever be released ever.
Practice episode 1,
Yes.
the Patreon exclusive. That's probably never going to be released even on the Patreon exclusive.
I'm on a goal to open at least one box of every single type of release for flagship.
Iteration. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Jumbo, hobby. I didn't get my hands on any display. You get the drift all the way down to fat packs or single packs just to see.
Sure.
I mean, like, we'll get into some of the odds and some of that, the breakouts later. But like fat packs with this series or with this release are actually right on bored with some of the hobby exclusive jumbos and hobby boxes on shorter print run inserts or things of that nature. So trying to make it, hey, just pick one up,
Sure.
you might get lucky sort of thing. Speaking specifically of K-Zone, not on exactly the same. I'm digressing there. So what I have opened a hobby. I've opened blaster, fat pack, hanger. I haven't got hands on jumbo yet. I haven't got my hands on the Fanatics box that is ordered. It's on the way, and haven't got my hands on any of the display. Now, I have got something I did want to cross off the list. The difference between, if you're looking at odds, the difference between EA and SE.
So what Mitch is referring to, if you go online and look at the breakdown of odds on each iteration of how you can purchase the product, right?
Right, yeah.
There are apparently at least 3 different kinds of blasters, right? You got the Fanatics exclusive, which you can only get online. And then there's what they designate as EA and SE, right?
SE, yeah.
I didn't know what that means, and I was curious. So you looked that up, right?
Right. So EA, the easy moniker, I guess, of it is EA every day. It's an every day. You're going to find it more at retail stores, big box stores, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, whatever, that are your Meijer, whatever. Insert favorite retail store here. And then SE, I don't want to call it like special edition, but
That's what they're calling it, apparently.
Yeah, in essence. So those are going to be coming either directly from the Topps online store, Fanatics online store, or can be coming from, again, depending on where the case is bought, coming from Hobby Direct.
Oh, interesting. So, okay.
Can be. Again, there's not a hard and fast rule because I'm not in the supply chain, so
Sure.
I don't know who is buying what and where they're getting it from, because if there is an LCS that's going out and buying EA blasters off of a Target shelf and then putting them out there, they're going to be EA, but at a hobby store.
So, okay. That's interesting. So if you were to buy a blaster from, say, Steel City or Dave and Adams, those would probably be the SE edition, right?
Yeah, so
Kind
generally
of
speaking.
the hobby version of a retail blaster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally speaking.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, hobby. It's more Hobby Direct. So where that does break down in kind of point of interest, there are different pack odds on some of the hobby exclusive. I want to say not the black borders. Real quick shout out to our friend. I'm looking up most of these quick things on Chasing Majors, friends of our show here. Overall, there are some 101 parallels that don't line up exactly. Like the Holiday Waves parallel, they are 101s, but they don't come evenly out of EA or SE. Like the odds are better out of SE versus EA. So if you're chasing that specific parallel, probably shoot more towards Hobby Direct or something of that nature.
So the SE are going to have slightly better odds than the stuff you'd get at like Walmart generally.
Yeah, and that's
Slightly.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like 1 in 13,000 packs versus 1 in 14,000 packs. So slightly better,
Okay.
but not necessarily exclusively
Right.
better.
Okay. I have opened up a hobby box, and I have ordered a jumbo and 3 of the Fanatics blasters. Those are on their way. So I haven't opened up near as much as you have, but I'm just waiting for my stuff to come in.
Yeah, I kind of dove into it.
It's okay.
We did open up before we started, just to kind of cut the edge, get a ripping fix. I mean, probably going to rip something later, but did open one blaster and actually got kind of a shorter print hit. Got an Independence Day of Zach Geloff for the A's.
Boy, this is probably the best looking Independence Day insert since 17 or 18. No, 18. The 18 Independence Day insert This is a really good looking variation. It looks good.
So yeah, that one was picked up actually at Walmart. It's a 1 in 956 roughly, based on the odds. So.
That's a good pull. Good pull.
Future Stars. It's a good looking card. There are a few minor flaws. It wouldn't gem, but again, that's only if you would, grade that sort of thing.
And honestly, I would not grade that card whether it was good looking or not.
Throw it in a top loader, throw it in a one touch, something like that, and just put it in your PC.
Yep, that's exactly what would happen to it. At least in my boxes.
It's also not the 1776.
Sorry, Reddit dude.
Yeah. So what are your highlights? What are you looking for? What are you chasing out there?
Well, that's a good question. Let me take a look at my notes. Got my notes here. At least right now, the rookie class out of Series 2 is not the greatest. There's some decent ones, but and that's normal, honestly, for Series 2.
Yeah.
If there's any really good rookies, and they're usually going to be really short printed, like SSP Witt or Cooney or something like that. That's generally the really good names going to out of Series 2. That's generally how that works.
Yeah.
There's a few good names, but it's not a very strong rookie class. So you're not looking for really good rookies, except for maybe in one case, and we'll get into that in a moment. But for me, it's the inserts, specifically the K, the die cut K, both the regular and the backwards K. Those look spectacular. And the All Kings, which is a takeoff of the All Aces set.
So, yeah, the All Kings are definitely on my list of things. It's a 25-card checklist. Roughly, first of all, only come out a hobby or a jumbo. So if you're trying to buy retail and pull it,
sorry,
good luck.
Yeah.
Keep spending your money, but it ain't going to work. They're roughly about a 250 card. Most of the numbers that I am addressing they're based off of the odds. They're not a perfect set because, first of all, full production run, to my knowledge, has not been released yet.
It's not on Chasing Majors.
Yeah, it's not been released. Maybe it's out there and it hasn't hit. But with that, roughly about 250 of those All Kings are printed based on the odds, based on how the estimation. So some ways that you can figure that sort of stuff out is one of ones on if it's jumbo and hobby exclusive and there's a one of one, you can kind of figure out how many of those cases were printed and tell us approximately what we need.
So I was curious and I went to Chasing Majors' website and I decided to count the parallels for the base set.
Oh, Jesus. First of all, you got to scroll down half the damn page to get past them.
You do. I counted, including the base set, 50 total parallels.
That's hobby exclusive, blaster exclusive, hanger exclusive.
Yep. I between all the iterations and where things are, 50 total parallels to the base set. And by the way, this doesn't include things like the All-Star Game complete set parallels, the complete set parallels, the parallels that come in the complete set option, right? I mean, this doesn't include those yet, which are going to be coming out. Who knows how many are going to be, right? So, and in one of our practice episodes, I did mention this. I don't like the amount of parallels. That bugs the hell out of me.
Forget what you called it, parallel whitewashing or something like that. Like it just
it's the prismification is the word that I
we
used when we were talking about Bowman at the time. It's the prismification of sports cards, because that is kind of the main culprit of the expanding amount of parallels. But I understand why they're doing it, because print runs have skyrocketed not a little bit. I mean, they have. 5 years ago, print runs for Series 1 were under 1 million. This year, they're over 1.3.
Yeah, I still think it's lower than 23, or is it 24? 23 or 24 were, anyways.
You can't continue to have 10 parallels and try to get people satisfied, right? It's the You have to rub the what's the word I'm looking for? You have to make the balls tingle. Right?
Yeah.
You have to give people. You have to throw them a
dangle
bone.
the carrot.
Yeah, you have to throw them a bone. People are going to expect to pull at least one parallel out of a hobby box. I don't think that's entirely it's not an absurd expectation for collectors, one parallel out of a hobby box. But what that means is if you're going to ramp up the amount of production, you either make the parallels less rare or
add more.
or you add more parallels. Mm-hmm. They're going with the add more parallels.
Right.
So I understand. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I think there are definitely some parallels that I really enjoy and some that don't trip my trigger, but that's also I don't have the history behind some of that as a newer collector, as a more novice collector. I brought it up. 23 Series 2 was about 650,000.
If I were to guess, I would say Series 2 this year is about 8 to 9. That's my theory.
I feel Series 2 this year didn't see the drop off like we normally. I think Series 2 was hard to find last year, and that was that was 23. 24 was 590, roughly 590,000. So decent drop off from that roughly 1 million. I mean, almost half the print run. But is that getting ready for update? I mean, update last year was so sought after. There are a lot of players in update. I mean, we're looking at obviously the Skeens, the Merrills, I'm sorry, I'm blanking.
It's okay. Yeah. It was a good rookie class.
It was a great rookie class.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of parallels, I think Topps screwed up Series 1, at least one of the parallels. The blacks. They did not include the blacks in Series 1. My theory is that somehow the printing got screwed up and they didn't have enough time to fix it. So they said, we'll just insert it all into Series 2.
Yeah.
Which is a cool little carrot because remember I was saying about the poor rookie class? Well, guess where all the good rookies are?
Yeah.
They're in Series 1. So
throw them in Series 2.
Yeah.
There's Chase's.
And the black parallels are very sought after.
Yep.
They're a very sought after parallel. So there's the upshot. You have basically what amounts to, because the blacks are always the anniversary year of Topps since 1952, right? That's how that numbering works. That's how that black numbering works. So 74 or 75, something like that. I think it's 74.
I want to say 74.
Because they didn't make a big 75th anniversary deal this year. They will next year. Right? So it's out of 74, which means there are double the amount of blacks in Series 2 than there would be normally, which means to pull a black, you have the odds of about a card out of 150, right?
Yeah.
But it also means the upshot is there are 700 of them.
Right, instead of the 350.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of chaff that we have to wade through. And in fact, I have one of the Series 1 blacks in my hobby box, and it was some of the chaff.
Yeah. And I ended up pulling Series 2. I opened my hobby with Dan on the phone, just hanging out one night.
Right.
And I also pulled a black in my hobby. Why can I not think of who my black was?
It was a rookie, right? But it wasn't like particularly good. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. It wasn't. I don't even know who the good rookies are. I forget.
Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna. Yeah.
Sasaki.
Right. That's about it, actually.
I mean, they're Job before the injury.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's still a great player. It's just more the on the hobby side.
It's a pitcher.
It's
a pitcher.
Yeah.
You got a rookie black.
Great. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Something I want to touch on those is actually the rookie short prints. So a couple things that may or may not be known with it. The base rookie short print, 698, 699, and 700. There are 3 rookies Cam Smith, Matt Shaw, and Christian Campbell.
Matt Shoskin is a big name. It
Yeah.
could be.
He's
not. They're not in the. They're short. They're like I was saying earlier. There's short prints not in the base set, right?
not in the base set.
Right. So their main rookie is going to be an update.
Correct. Their main rookie is going to be an update, but they do have essentially a first, to put it in Bowman terms, a first rookie card in Series 2.
So this is the bat down Acuna. Right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's that sort of. So generally speaking, there's about, again, based on the odds of pulling them, there's about 5,000 of those printed. So someone's true, whether it's viewed in the hobby as their true rookie card, like
it will be.
We can talk about like Bobby rookie cards. There are about 6 true Bobby rookie cards. There are definitely ones that are more sought after because of the rarity. These are going to be on that more rare side of that.
Is Christian Campbell one?
Christian Campbell is.
That's a good one. Yeah. Him and Matt Shaw are going to be the main names there.
Cam Smith, Christian Campbell, Cam Smith, Matt Shaw, Christian Campbell, 698, 699, and 700. So if you get a 700 and you're like, why is Juan Soto not on here? Yeah, hold on to that, sleeve it.
Right.
You know, that's a relatively short printed rookie card before their official rookie card.
Right.
So, I actually did get lucky enough to pull the Matt Shaw out of my hobby box.
That's right, you did.
Because
that was an incredible hobby box. I forgot.
Oh, it was. Because I was sitting there. Well, why is this backwards? Oh, $6.99. That should be Hayden Birdsong. First of all, the only reason why I know that, I love the name Hayden Birdsong. It's not necessarily a baseball name. I just love the name Hayden Birdsong. And then saw a different name and it being backwards in the pack. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Went out, looked it up, and yep, absolutely. Short print. So that is currently, I haven't decided if I'm going to send that off. I do feel like maybe if
you probably should.
Yeah. I feel like I should at least get it more protected than just a one touch or a top loader. It would look pretty in a, in some sort of some sort of slab. The other things that you already talked about the All Kings. Oh yeah. My God, All Kings.
Aren't those gorgeous?
Fantastic.
They hit a home run with these All Aces and All Kings, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, the All Aces are one of my favorite inserts. Yes, they were more widely printed in 23. 24 became more of a short print, but they were still pretty, still awesome, and still printed in 25. But then the All Kings, it's mainly based on hitter. Well,
it is. Yeah, it's the hitter's version of it. Yeah,
just absolutely beautiful looking cards. The refraction that you get from it, you get matte as well as refraction. You get
that gold
texture,
on black.
Like it's just a beautiful card.
Gold foil on black matte. It's so good.
It is absolutely a beautiful card. So we've already touched on that. The other thing, second to last thing that I want to touch on, is the all positions variations.
All right, let's listen to how rare these cards are.
Yeah. So it is a total of 5 cards with a print run of approximately 10 cards per print run, only found in hobby.
I saw Topps confirm it's 9.
Oh,
Topps
so
confirm it's 9.
9.
Yeah,
okay.
because all positions, 9 positions, 9 cards.
Makes sense. Makes total sense there.
So out of what? 8? We'll go on the low side of my estimation. 800,000 base set cards. A print run of the base set of 800,000. There are 45 of these cards total.
There are going to be variations on 383, 383, 442, 494, 503, and 617.
What's the theming? What's the
theming behind this is there are only 5 players that have played in the major leagues all 9 positions
in a single game.
In a single game.
And that's who these cards feature.
So can you imagine starting off in left field and then you're getting pulled over to first, and then I don't know the trajectory of all these players.
Right. And I'm assuming that what this is like end of the season. It's just the manager having fun with a player who wanted to do this. That's generally how I see this working out, right? It's not something that just happened. It's not an accident.
Right. But there's only been 5 players in the history of the majors that have had that happen to them.
Right.
Or had that happen to them, have had the opportunity. I don't know how to phrase that. First of all, that's extremely rare for it to have happened. And Topps is honoring that achievement.
So I like one of the things I like about this card. It's a base card. It looks like a base card. So it's I believe that they're numbered. I'm not exactly sure about that. I believe that they're numbered. What's really cool about them is if you look at the base card in the little bottom right hand corner, it has like a little diamond, like the diamond of the field, right? And it has little like buttons or dots where the player generally plays, right? And so I think Topps looked at that and said, we can play with this a little bit. And so all 9 positions on that little diamond have that little button. That's literally, as far unless it's numbered, the only way to tell that's what this card is.
Yep.
So how many of these 45 cards are going to end up in some shoebox?
That's the worry. I guess my caution to everybody, something I personally do, but that's just because I find the joy in it. I do look at the fronts all the way across every single front. I don't just skip to inserts or whatever. I'm not saying people that do that are wrong. I'm just saying
and these cards will be in the insert spot.
Right.
But I don't think people realize what the insert spot is in a lot of
flip
packs.
it over. What is this? Okay. Somebody I don't know a name of, because it's not a bunch of big names.
The only big name there is Bert Campaneris.
Right.
I think he's a Hall of Famer. Pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I don't right off the head. They are going to my fear is that yes, they will be forgotten about, but look at all your cards.
Yeah.
The whole joy.
Hits are cool. Hits are cool.
Yeah.
Look at your cards. It's
Yeah.
it's not
Look
not
at
the
them.
worst
Just
thing in the world.
enjoy.
Yeah.
There are some really fun pictures out there. Real quick, we got talking the other day when I was open. There are some guys that absolutely take the absolute worst photos or have the worst photos taken of them. And then there's some guys that no matter who it is or no matter what game it is, what situation it is, always have the best pictures taken of them.
Yeah, I have a theory about those players.
Just look at them. I mean, the photography is part of it. As part of this hobby is being a photography, connoisseur.
Sure, I have a very philosophical look at that. We'll get into that at some point.
Yeah. Outside of that, my last thing that I want to bring up with Series 2 is, poop. I forgot the, is it 494? It's a Phillies player. I forgot it.
Oh.
Alt 1. So the number does not appear as a standard numerical number. It appears as Alt 1 on the back of the card.
So if you're putting a complete set together, there's a dude whose card number is not the card number. His card number reads as Alt-1. My theory about that is that they mocked up like 3 or 4 different cards. Alternate 1, alternate 2, alternate 3, alternate 4. Chose one and forgot to change it to like the actual card number and just left it as Alt-1.
Yeah, it's Weston Wilson.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So when you're putting the complete set together, just be aware of that. It's not an insert. It's nothing special. It's just how the card was printed. It'll be an uncorrected error.
Yeah. If you're a sadist like me that likes to hand collate their complete set, just be aware that that's out there, and it's not that it's not special. I mean, it is something that
it's notable.
It's a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
But it's not anything that I know of, anything that's ultra rare or.
Nope. Yeah. Don't believe that. Anything else?
Nothing crazy. Yeah. I mean, if we want to, we can get into some
You got a fat pack and a hanger box, right?
Yeah, fat pack in a hanger box here.
All right. I'll
to
bust
get
the
into.
fat pack. I'll let you do the hanger.
Okay. All right. I'll get the knife out.
Careful with the knife, Mitch. There, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, yeah. Slice it in front of the mic. Oh, it's so good. This is me opening up the fat pack. Oh, yeah. That's a good sound. All right. You know how Mitch told you not to jump directly to the insert spot?
Damn dirty casuals.
I'm jumping directly to the insert spot. And, sir, you have an autograph.
What the?
You have an autograph.
This is my second auto. Third auto.
Third auto.
Third auto of
Out of a
Series 2.
hobby. Well, one of them was out of a hobby. But it was a really good one, too.
Yeah, a junior
Caminero?
1990, yeah.
Junior Caminero second-year auto.
Out of a hobby.
Yeah.
Then Baseball Stars out of a hanger, actually. And then now an auto out of a fat pack.
So, yeah, I jumped directly to the insert side. Oh, that's good. So you have a guy I'd never heard of, but it's a Baseball Stars sticker autograph of Cameron Meisner.
All right.
So there you are.
What-
Congratulations.
What
just-
team? Because I also have not heard of him.
Somebody. He is a Ray. So you're collecting all of the Rays autographs out of.
Dan, this is why I don't jump. About 6 cards into the hanger, there's backwards card. Maybe it's a flip. It's just Austin Hedges. Sorry, Austin.
If you're listening,
Oh,
it's just Austin Hedges.
Still better at me than baseball. But I thought there was something special.
Roki Sasaki rookie insert. There you are. Congrats. Pulling ink. That's
Fuck
all
me.
you're doing.
Excuse me. That was my one R-rated word. A Black Diamante
Ooh, out of 10.
out of 10.
It's an A.
Ruiz.
Estuary Ruiz. Wow, dude.
I need to just stop opening.
Well, maybe you need to continue opening if this is your luck, dude.
Yeah, this is a absurd amount of pack luck.
I'm gonna make you open my jumbo.
It's all about purchasing them, man. OPS Otani, nothing special there. And then some inserts.
My lord, dude.
Yeah, I need to. Okay. Well,
What kind of voodoo are you working with here, dude?
I don't know. I don't. What the heck? So I'm gonna work on getting that one sleeved, and I'm unfortunately out of top loaders because I was not expecting to pull half of these things. So I am absolutely out of top loaders. So they're going into
Some semi-rigids.
yeah, just at least some sort of protection. But yeah, with that, I think that's everything.
Is that our show?
That's our show.
All right. Well,
Thank you all for listening. I'm the brewer,
I'm the baker.
and this has been a Baseball Card Podcast.
That was the brewer and the baker of Baseball Card Podcast. Thanks for listening and be excellent to each other.